everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to provide a few tips focused on how to use the Student Success Collaborative at Tarleton in your everyday teaching life. And these tips are meant to make your life so much easier because they've made my life easier, and some other faculty members have been testing this in the fall, and they really like the platform. So here's some simple and very easy ways to use EAB, especially for professors on campus. So this is your home page. When you log on, you'll be able to see Professor Home. The icons on the left-hand side, the home, the mail or the inbox, the calendar, as well as the reminders tab, the magnifying glass, as well as the watch list. Some of the features are new, so if you've been using this for a while, some of these features are rolling out as of today. So this is your professor homepage. You'll be able to see the classes that you're teaching, the time that you're teaching them, and also the room in which they are located. Also, you will see the students in your class. So you can see the exact student name, you can see the courses, and also you can see whether or not that student is deemed to be at risk. As a rule of thumb for the university, we are deeming all students as not at risk at this point unless there is a dire circumstance with that student. So that is how we pinpoint the students to truly reach out to every single week. Then this is the Actions tab, and if you select all, you can email all of your students at one time. You can issue an alert, and then also you can add a note to those students as well. This is super handy because you can, if you have to go to a conference or if you're out sick, this automatically sends this message to the students that are listed in the email. So you can see the subject line, message, as well as the file that you want to attach. And then if you want to also send it to your department head or another colleague, you can list that there as well. Next, when you want to issue an alert for students, actually go to the left-hand side, and that is a listing of all of the items that you can do from this screen. So you can issue an alert, and I do that quite often. So this is the screen that emerges on the screen, or the pop-up screen. So you can type in a student's name. You can type in the reason that the student needs to have an early alert. And then also you can see whether or not that alert is associated with a specific class, so one of the classes that you're teaching this semester. So on the left-hand side, you can see the general events and also record your class attendance, manage assignments, and school information. So let's go to schedule general event. So if you schedule a general event, this is very handy because this enables you to add other students to the event. This examines your current class schedule, and it also examines when that student is in class as well. So if you want to meet with several students for an impromptu study session on Friday and it's a Monday, then you can actually schedule, you want to meet with them for 60 minutes. Then you can see the conflicts. If you click that, you can see the actual conflicts that exist for you and also for that student. And then if you wanted to actually select a student's name, you would type in student Bill Smith, and that student would pop up, whether or not that student is in your class or not. And especially that's handy for any organizations that you supervise or that you advise. And so that's a very good feature. And also this is, I know a lot of you actually use the, what is that? Software system where you type in a doodle poll. This is even better than Doodle because you have an option to look at the exact conflicts that the student has and also that you have, and you can even type in 60 student names in this box if you want to basically figure out the times that all of you are available. And surprisingly, I've done this with 90 students at one time, and you can actually see the times that are available, and so those will appear by default in a gray box. So it's a very, very neat tool. Also, on the left-hand side, you will select the reason that you want to meet with the student, and so those are very generals. You can type those in. And then also you would select the location, or you can type in comments and select the location. So right now we have very specific locations, but we will list the location of professor's office, the library lobby, things of that nature. So you will see those here. Okay, let's move forward. Next, if we go back to the home page, you can actually see all of the other options that you can take on the system. So one thing that has been very handy for faculty as well is the record my class attendance. That has been very handy because I'll just tell you, as a 10-year veteran of this campus, I've been teaching for 10 years at Tarleton. I used to walk around with a computer in my laptop, and I would select when the students were in class and when they were not in class. But this is very handy because you can basically select the course, and if the course does not meet on a specific day, then you can change the date of that course. So say if it is on the 16th, then you will see a listing of all of the students. And in that listing, you can, number one, see the amount of absences that the students have in your course, and then also you can select whether they were present, absent, or tardy, and then whether or not that was excused. Then you can also add a progress report for that student, and that's basically raising an alert for that student, whether it's a positive or negative. And then also, this is one of the only places on campus where you can see if a student actually dropped your course. So I'm very excited about that. So give me some feedback and let me know what you guys think about that feature as well. So next, we're going back to the home. And when you go to the home, you can also manage assignments. And so I'm interested to see who wants to test the management of assignments this semester, because I am interested to see how people incorporate that into their classes. Also, on the left-hand side, you can click the calendar icon, and you can actually subscribe to or set up Exchange with your calendar. And it's a very simple task to do that. And if you want instructions, those will be in the subscription or in the description box below. Also, you can set up reminders for your students, and this is just for you. So if you need to send the syllabus again to a student, then you can set up those reminders here from a student's profile. Also, you can conduct an advanced search, and if you select Smith, then you can actually click a student's profile, and then you will see not only the screen that you're used to, but if you click more, you can actually see that student's calendar and when they are in class, and then you can see that student's appointments as well, and so whether or not that student has had appointments this semester. And that includes everything from checking in with athletic tutoring, or checking in with tutoring at or in the library with our academic resource center, or whether or not a student has been to their advising appointment. You will be able to see all of those items here. And also from this screen, you have the ability to message a student, to add a note for that student, and so that's a note that you can see. You can add a reminder to that student, and also you can schedule appointments with that student from this screen. You can add them to a watch list. This is very handy because, especially if you have students in your student organization, you can create a list just comprised of students that you add to it. So say if you have engineering club, then you can save it and you can add that to your profile, and you can access that list by going here to your list and searches, and we'll click that in just a moment. Also on this screen, I will not scroll over to it, but you can see the student's picture and also their information that you can also see on DuckTracks as well. This is a list and searches feature, and so any watch list that you create, or these are also organization lists, you can place them here. And also, if you're headed on a study abroad, that's a great way to keep up with your study abroad students as well. But if you have any questions, please reach out. My number is 254-968-9638, or you can send an email to me. My email address is jtedwards@tarleton.edu, and if you're on Twitter, I am at drjtedwards. Hope you're having a great day. I cannot wait to see how you use EAB to make your life easier this semester, and that is my challenge for all of you. Have a good day.